No one was truly ready for that day. Not the fans, not the media, and perhaps not even the two of them. But like fate quietly rearranging the timeline, an unplanned meeting finally took place. That day, the world seemed to hold its breath. Because two names that were once so closely intertwined, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, were in the same room. Not through old memories, not in the shadows of speculation, but real, right before their eyes. And from that moment on, everything changed. There was no official announcement, no large posters. Even the die-hard fans hadn't sensed any signs beforehand. But when the paparazzi's cameras captured that moment in a sharp snapshot, everyone fell silent. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, standing side by side at a private event. Their gazes couldn't be deemed friendly, awkward, or perhaps too deep to interpret. Instantly, the online world erupted. The hashtag WangXian dominated trending topics, not only in China, but also in various other countries. It was as if an old wound that hadn't fully healed had reopened. But it wasn't because of pain. Rather, it was because of the hope that many people still quietly harbored. The hope for a connection that had once been so strong, but had been torn apart by time and the pressures of the entertainment industry. For many, it was just a glance. But for those who had followed every moment of their interactions in the past, it was more than just a look. There was a message behind it, whether it was regret, longing, or an unspoken acknowledgement. When Wang Yibo nervously touched his hair and Xiao Zhan slightly bowed his head with a faint smile, the fans knew something was happening. It's not an act. It's not staged. It's an honest moment. One that only emerges when two hearts that once knew each other suddenly find themselves back in the same orbit. A short video showing them exchanging glances without speaking went viral within minutes. Whispers from behind the camera only added to the air of mystery. Will they greet each other? Do they still talk behind the scenes? Or is this just a coincidence? It had been years since the two were last seen together in a public capacity. Since the storm hit them, especially Xiao Zhan, all public interactions seemed frozen. There was an unbridgeable distance. But this meeting, though without words, without hugs, or any physical interaction, managed to break down the wall that had been blocking fans' imagination. The fact that they chose to remain silent may not be a sign of hostility, but rather a form of protection. Protection of what they once had. Too much attention, too much pressure, too many expectations. Yet, it is in that silence that the meaning speaks louder. Sometimes, love and friendship don't need to be announced. They just need to be present, in silence. They are not just colleagues. For many people, the relationship between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan once symbolized a deep, sincere, and authentic emotional connection in the midst of an entertainment industry filled with artificiality. Their chemistry in the drama The Untamed was not just acting. It was a glimpse of something real. The interactions behind the scenes, the laughter, the silent support, and how they looked at each other, all of it was too real to ignore. Thus, when this meeting took place, memories of the past flooded the hearts of fans. Many admitted to crying, not out of sadness, but because the warm feelings that had been buried deep inside suddenly reignited. The question now is this reunion the first sign of something new? Will they interact again in public? Or is this just a fleeting moment that will never repeat itself? Speculation is rife. Some media outlets have reported that the two had a brief conversation backstage. Some fan bases have revealed that they exchanged greetings and even shared a small laugh, though there is no visual documentation. Official sources? Of course not. But for the fans, that sliver of hope is enough. They don't need confirmation. They just need the belief that anything is possible. Public reactions are mixed. Some view the meeting as media manipulation, but most see it as a small miracle, a rare moment that won't happen twice. Heartfelt comments flood social media. Just seeing them standing in the same place makes my heart race. I know they didn't say much, but it feels like my heart can read their conversation. I'm not crying, you're the one crying. Yes, sometimes the world doesn't need proof to feel something real. To this day, there has been no official statement from either Wang Yibo or Xiao Zhan. They remain silent. But it is precisely because of this that the story holds such meaning. Because it's not the media narrative that brings it to life, but the collective emotions of millions of people who believe that genuine feelings never truly die. They once existed for each other. They once looked out for each other. And even though time has passed, perhaps, deep within their hearts, there remains a place that has never truly been empty. That day was not just an ordinary meeting. It was a symbol that even though time separates us and the world tries to erase us, there are always moments, no matter how small, that can bring back all the feelings. The unexpected meeting between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan is proof that miracles still exist, that something that was once beautiful does not always have to end in pain. And on that day, millions of hearts were grateful, because maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of a new chapter. One moment, one glance, and the entire world believes in miracles once more. Is this the beginning of a new chapter for Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan? Or just a beautiful memory that briefly returned with the wind? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Do you also feel something profound happening behind their silence? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the continuation of their story, always filled with mysteries and emotions. Because in a world full of falsehoods, moments like this feel too real to ignore.